Time now for our daily dose of State House politics. Laura Hancock from cleveland.com is here to talk about more of what you can find in this morning's capital letter. Laura, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
On Wednesday, the Ohio Senate could take up a ban on medication abortions, in particular how they are being prescribed through what's called telemedicine, which means you don't have to see a doctor in person. What are the reasons behind this ban?
Abortion opponents give two reasons. One is they believe that these medicines, the medication abortions, are dangerous for women, and they didn't provide any evidence really with that. And the second reason they are wanting to ban telemedicine abortions is because there's a growing movement called at-home abortions, and they believe that this ban will prevent women from having abortions.
And a lot of that being a response to some of the legislation that's already been passed in the House, a heartbeat pill and other forms of legislation that are acting against abortion rights.
Correct. If you're pro-life in Ohio, you've seen a lot of legislative gains being made because they have passed over 24 bills, a lot of which are being litigated over whether they're constitutional.
One other big thing that we're expecting this week is that the folks who want to legalize medical or recreational marijuana are expected to produce or introduce their constitutional amendment. The language about all of this has been pretty interesting. We haven't really heard a lot from them. They've been pretty tight-lipped about all of this so far. Who are the people, though, that are behind this effort, and what is their proposal likely to mean for medical marijuana, which is already legal in the state?
These are companies that are involved in medical marijuana growing and cultivation. They would benefit because they already have the know-how about how to grow marijuana. And they would be able to increase their market share because right now their market is just limited to people with any of 21 conditions in the state law that allow medical marijuana, such as cancer. And if they increase it to recreational, that would very much expand their market.
Does it raise a conflict of interest issue in any way?
Well, when you look at other states, you have companies that are involved in both the medical and the recreational space. So probably not. The way it would be regulated, they would make sure that patients would always have access to marijuana and not taxed.
Could recreational marijuana, though, raise some issues in terms of supply and demand?
It could, although sometimes it's just going to depend what we see in this petition. But often they don't require medical patients to pay taxes, the excise taxes that the recreational patients would have to pay, and often medical patients get to go to the front of the line when they arrive at a dispensary in other states.
On Thursday, Governor Mike DeWine held a news conference on the coronavirus outbreak, which is starting to affect more states here in this country. Next Thursday, though, the State Health Department is going to meet with the local health departments in every area. What are they expected to do? Why are they gathering?
Well, there will be a summit here in Columbus, and there are 113 health departments, and this is an opportunity for the Ohio Department of Health officials to communicate with the local level about what they know about the virus, which is an evolving situation because this virus is very new in humans, and new studies and information is being released every day. And they'll be able to go through previously worked out preparedness plans with these local health departments.
Very quickly, though, one of the key issues is developing a test. Do we know where we are in that process?
The Centers for Disease Control has a test that they would like to have states test in their own laboratories, but they right now there's like an issue where the tests are giving some false positives, so they're going to work that out, and when that's worked out, then Ohio can test it in East Columbus at their lab.
Laura Hancock with cleveland.com. Thanks for being here. You're going to find more of this news in capital letter, and to have that delivered to your inbox each morning, just go to cleveland.com/capital letter.